Welcome to the Scottish Property Podcast. This is a show where we aim to educate, inspire and entertain through real life stories and interviews from people in the Scottish property community.
As always, thanks for listening and give us a follow on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to join us at our monthly networking events on the first Wednesday of every month. Tickets are available on our website. So without further ado, we'll just cut straight into this week's podcast.
Welcome to the Scottish Property Podcast. Graham Grieve, thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited about it. So Graham, you're on an SEO agency and you're aggressively building a property portfolio as well. So really excited to hear your story, but I'm also excited to hear your story as well, from the starting off with the single units and how much money you left in them to scaling, like looking at portfolios, and obviously you're attracting portfolios, buying portfolios and aggressively scaling that side of the business. So yeah, exciting chat for anyone listening as well, because it's been a short period of time that the property's been part of your business, isn't it?
Relatively, 2 years we've built it up to where it is just now.
Yeah.
People go faster, people go slower, but good pace for me.
Absolutely.
Let's get in your backstory then. Where did you grow up?
Newton Mearns, posh boy.
That's the posh.
So you got a head start straight away.
Got a head start, but I mean, we came from a pretty humble household in quite a well-off area, but not kind of handed it to me. Had to work for everything I've got.
Nice, mate. And school, university, and like first jobs, where did the career path take you before you?
School, I was dyslexic. Similar to many people in business's story, really struggled in school. They actually tried to pat me out of school when I came back to do my 5th year, sat me down and was like, you're not going to get 5 A's here, so we don't think high school is the best path for you.
Because you're not getting 5 A's?
I went to Mearns Castle High School, so
and that was just expected.
I think they're one of the top 3 schools in the country.
They're like that. If you don't get 5 A's, you're going to drop us down in the table.
You're a loser. We want rid of you.
They invited me to come and do a talk at the school a few years back, and I told them to fuck right off.
Absolutely.
Can I swear on this, by the way?
Of course you can.
Are you still living in Mearns?
No, we're up in East Kilbride just now.
Right, okay.
We just moved in November there, had a wee baby in December.
Congratulations.
So had to move out of we had a smaller house at the time and panicked a wee bit and just bought a new build.
Just the one kid you've got, yeah?
Yeah, just the one.
Right, okay. So that transition from school then, when you didn't get the... so what did you leave with in the end?
So I left with 4 hires. I kind of... 4th year I hung about with a bunch of fannies, and then they all kind of left. I was like, I'll go in and actually get some qualifications, wee bit of a backup plan, didn't know what I wanted to do. So got my 4 hires, got
How
a
many
job.
hires did you get, Stephen?
4, I think.
Did you?
4 and 1 advanced.
You just told us how you're
You got an advanced hire?
You just told us how you're a thick bastard.
Do you know what's funny? I'm talking about the dyslexia as well, because obviously I went through the diagnosis last year and it's fucking clear as day it was me. But I remember I was asking like what the helping structure's like, and it says apparently they get more time for their exams and the stuff they struggle with. And immediately must have put this memory out my head, because I remember going in absolutely fucking ace in maths all the time. Like maths was just easy for me. It's black and white, it's numbers, it's what I'm good at. But English, like just sweat running down me.
I didn't even do higher English.
I'd sit there with a blank paper. I failed the first year. I had to go and redo it in 6th year, and I just sat there and I remember just sweat running down me for the first half an hour. I look at a blank paper, I'm like, I can't start. And then now realising what it was, if I'd got that wee bit extra time, that probably would have took the pressure off. Whereas exact opposite, jump into maths, higher and then advance higher, and you'd be the first one finished right at the door. But,
did you get any A's?
Nah.
I got 3 B's and 3 C's.
I got an A, a B and 2 C's.
That's all right, yeah.
I got my A in RE. Like
RE? You did a higher RE?
I thought it would be, well, it was an easy one to get.
that's smart, that's clever.
I used to hate RE, that was the worst. Anyway, so you got your hires, what did you go out and do next?
I went and worked washing dishes in a kitchen, worked my way up to be a chef, working in hospitality. I run 4 businesses just now, and that's walk in the park compared to 80 hours in a roasting hot kitchen.
Was it hotels or restaurants?
It was a restaurant that had 5 rooms upstairs, but mainly a restaurant bar. Orchard Park Hotel in Giffnock. Owners were fantastic. Great
Chefs are mental, aren't they?
Oh,
chefs
absolutely insane. There was guys scooping dragon soup in the
I grew up in hotels.
That was my background as well, going out from school. Did you enjoy the hustle of an 80 cover service or whatever the covers were? Did you enjoy the juggling multiple things that one go in your mind?
I've got a very I need to be moving all the time, dead restless. So just all the chaos and running about. I loved it. It was hard work, but I loved it.
What made you not stay in that industry?
Well, I worked, the kind of North Star was me was like, become a chef. And I worked so hard to get there. And then I got there and I was like, this is shite.
This is hard work.
Why? What did you not enjoy about it?
It was
stressful.
It was stressful. And then one of the guys I worked with, he just had a kid and he was working like
the next 2 days.
like 90 hours like in a week. And I was like, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I don't want that.
So what's that age where you like, just give us some sort of time frames. Like what age are you now?
Good question. I'm 32, turned 32 last week.
And then the chefing, what did you do that up to?
I was still in school when I done that, so like 16 up till 21.
Right.
And then I went to college. I did like some commission only sales stuff. Like in between, I left the chef and went back to it.
That like double glazing or something? No.
Was selling fucking teeth whitening kits and haircuts and makeup as well. Just the commission. I don't know.
You'd make a fortune looking do that, didn't you?
Aye.
No, got a customer called Alex Walker.
I don't know who that is.
Alex will be listening to this podcast because he listens to it all the time.
Turkey.
His teeth are doing. No, he went to Turkey for his and then.
Aye. I did that, and that taught me just kind of, I don't know, see if you have to stop people in the street and try and fucking get money off them.
Yeah.
Like you can sell anything after that. So that kind of switched on the wee business, sort of switch in my head. I'd had a business in school. I will only talk about that, but
oh, come on, mate. I feel
I sold cigarettes in school.
That would be
it made decent cash.
Fake ones?
No, real ones.
All right.
But like I had proper systems. I knew who was going on holiday to Turkey to get the duty free, and I had a list of my customers, and I'd go around the playground and be like, right, 2 for you, 1 for you.
So the entrepreneur was in you right from the start.
Aye, like we done like car washing and all that when we were younger, but going out and doing the commission only stuff, like that was like, these guys are selling fucking haircuts. Like surely I could get something half decent and sell it and make cash. So I ended up, that kind of, I don't know, turned me from being a wee guy working in a kitchen, partying and all that, which was a class thing to do at that age, to being like, right, let's go and do something. So I went and 2 years at college, did my HND in marketing, then went up to university. Waste of time for me at uni. College was really valuable. Uni was a bit of a waste. And then...
Why was that?
Don't know. I think just with my brain, like college was kind of very practical. Like here's what you need to know.
Right.
Like learn that, it's fine. Whereas uni was a lot more
too much fluff.
Too much fluff. Aye.
Theory driven shit.
You just want to get your hands dirty and get in there. And...
So we were trying to get experience in college and started up this company. It's an absolute riot. We were doing free marketing for charities, bands, startups, something else.
So what does that look like when you say free marketing? What were you actually doing for these charities, bands, and startups?
It was me and 5 of my pals sitting in an office doing absolutely fuck all. Like it was an absolute riot. No, we're doing it for free.
Oh, sorry.
We tried to do like events. It was just an absolute riot. We honestly didn't do anything apart from like going to meetings with people and pretend that we were like running a company.
So what was the point in that? Just to try and get a bit of experience?
Get a bit of experience, but off the back of that, I got an internship in a digital marketing company. Right. And back then, SEO was like, it was the dog shit work that you gave to the intern. And I went in and just messed around with the back end a wee bit, pushed live. This is like, you're going back 10 years. It was a much easier game back then. We had a client who was making like, I don't know the numbers, but say like £400 a week. We pushed those changes live and she's done $8,000 the next month.
So just to explain to people who are not familiar with that whole world, like what SEO, search engine optimization. So it's for businesses that are looking to get to top of Google.
Getting people to the top of Google. If you do that for like a keyword like, I don't know, office shoes, 40,000 people a month searching for that. You get to the top of Google for that term, you're looking at 12,000 hits a month. You convert 5% of them. You're looking at, 600 sales So it's like really profitable for businesses to do that. Good investment. Once you get that ranking, it's kind of there. I mean, you can lose it, but in theory, it's there forever. Versus paid advertising where you're kind of almost renting the traffic. You don't really own that traffic. So I won't go too much into kind of SEO, but how we do it at a very, very top level. Make sure the content is the most relevant content for that search term. Make sure that Google trusts you. We do that through a thing called backlinking, getting links from external websites. Google sees that as votes of confidence, and that's how they kind of establish trust at scale. And the third factor is like technical SEO. Basically, can Google actually access your website? Now, I can see both your eyes glazing over, so move on to SEO.
And that was the high level.
Basically, that's what you do now, and that's your business, and that's what has given you the profits effectively to go and invest in property.
So what was the idea for the startup for the digital marketing business, and how did you scale that? That'd be quite interesting.
So that was, I just loved SEO for day one. Kind of bullshitted my way into a very high level head of digital role, did really well there, and was like, fuck, I can actually do this. I can like make people money out of this. Started freelancing and just built it up freelancing. COVID hit. We've got clients where all the businesses in their street are shutting down, but they're having their best ever like quarter because they've invested in
These
online.
be like mainly like service based, like local service.
In the start, it
businesses.
was mostly service-based, but now we are very, like, I know the splits. It's roughly 20% of our customer base are, like, local businesses doing, like, services. A wee bit over-indexed in the health industry because there's higher customer values there. 30% is, like, national lead generation, so, like, finance, legal, stuff like that. And 50% is e-commerce, people buying things online.
What's the latest health trends? Is it the fat loss injection, isn't it? The weight loss injection?
Oh, they're fucking right, aren't they?
A lot of the trends, like SEO doesn't really do well with trends. No. Like the models that work best for SEO are like time-tested services or products. So we do a lot of like dentistry work. We work for an aesthetic clinic. I was very careful there. I had to make sure I was working with someone that was actually aesthetic. And I liked this guy because he was getting people coming through the door and they were like, oh, we want Botox and all this. And he was like, well, by the way, you can do this with like makeup and stuff. I don't know. I just thought that was quite good. We wouldn't normally touch any of the more, I don't know, immoral stuff in SEO.
I get you.
But yeah, that's the sort of health stuff we do. And then...
So take it, during COVID then, you got an influx of clients.
Well, that was it. Like COVID, everyone was online and I went from managing like a nice side hustle to like, fuck, I've got a business with 2 staff and I'm still in a full-time job. So done that up until
What was the full-time job still?
So I was the SEO manager for a big company called BIP Solutions. And they looked after me, paid me extremely well. And I went down to 4 days working there, built the business 1 day a week. And like I'd done like every other evening and all weekend for sort of 4 or 5 years before that. But
and then the time was right.
Just went for it. And from November to March, we grew it, like tripled the team, tripled the revenue, and just continued.
How did you acquire those customers? Like, what were you doing to expand your business? Just
word of mouth, just doing a good fucking job. And but I speak to a lot of guys that are at that stage now where they're getting the referrals, and I'm like, the referrals are good at a kind of early stage, but see, to be able to actually scale a business, you can scale on word of mouth to a certain extent, but you need other marketing channels. You can't just rely on other people kind of throwing you a bone every now and again. So we done Facebook ads, and we invested in our own SEO. So we ranked number 1 for SEO Glasgow.
Funny that's you kind of know what you're talking about now.
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
There's
a lot of competition, surely.
Well, we've got a guy I know, Brian, at Smarter Digital. Me and him have been kind of flirting with position 1 for like the last sort of 9-12 months. But they're a good agency as well. There's a wee hat tip to the competition. But we're number 1. Ego coming out a bit there.
We need to get him on the podcast next time. Right. See what he says about that.
But we then put Facebook ads on top of that, and it just fucking blew up.
Right. How much were you putting in?
I think we started off with like $2,000 a month.
Right.
And all the time with Facebook ads, and I'm not a Facebook ads specialist, but with Facebook ads, I speak to a lot of people and like, we put 300 quid into it. It didn't really work out, and I'm like, well, that's why it didn't fucking work out. Like, you put £300 into it for a month, and you're like sourcing, for example, you're looking at like a $3,000 fee. Like
you're going full on with the Facebook ads, aren't you?
Put a wee bit more budget against it to see if we can start.
You keep fucking popping up my screen. I'm like, I can see enough of him every month in the podcast.
It's good to hear, mate. Cheers. It's working.
It is working, but I'm just.
You clicked on fucking buy the product. Like.
You've been doing well to get me to sign up to your £97 course.
The minute I sign you up, I'm retiring. I've made it. Converted to unconvertible.
Sorry, mate, interrupted you there.
Oh, no worries.
You were talking about Facebook ads, growing the business, scaling the business.
Scaled it through Facebook ads, and it's boom. We've got referrals coming in, we've got SEO traffic coming in. They kind of fluctuate, but we've got Facebook ads every single month generating leads. I know at the start of the fucking month how many leads I need to get in, what my cost's going to be, what my conversion rate on my sales team's pipeline needs to be at every single stage. And it just takes it from a lifestyle business to an actual business that has levers and KPIs and all that fancy stuff.
You start employing people at this point then?
So I've only got one person in the UK. I've got a team of 30, give or take, but they're all based in South Africa, Philippines, Serbia.
Like VAs type thing?
VAs in the Philippines. I've got sales reps in South Africa, content writers, account managers all over in South Africa.
So why not UK-based employees? This is like an obvious question.
You'll get political here. I just think the
UK's fucked.
I think the workforce over here is absolutely fucking melted. We had UK staff, and you're getting, my fucking gerbil needs to go to a dentist appointment. It's just like, I'm too. I don't know. I just couldn't deal with that. You take the same salary that you're paying someone over here, 30 grand for someone with a couple of years experience. You take that over to South Africa, you'll get someone 15 years experience at the top of their game. And do you know what?
Hungry.
See if a client calls at 7 o'clock at night. Now, we don't have this culture in the business, but if someone wants something done at 7 o'clock at night, you've got a workforce that are in the 99th percentile of income. They'll be on the fucking phone making sure that that's sorted. Really?
You got any good tips for people who, because obviously we use VA as well in the Philippines. So have you got any good tips for anybody? Because people who are building the property businesses as well could be a good route for them, but it is quite hard to get. I mean, there are good and bad like everywhere as well. So how do you rule out and how do you get the good ones? Any good tips on recruitment process for remote workers and
recruiting them?
What websites do you use? Like
onlinejobs.ph to find them.
Right.
In the job description, right at the bottom, say include the word. I don't know, we use pet food in the subject to show that you've read the...
Paying attention.
That eliminates about 90% of people. Get them to send a video interview. We're using a software called Willow, but we changed to HireVire. Same thing, like it does like video recording software. That eliminates another 80% of people. So you get 500 applicants, you'll be down to 30. Send them all a competency test and move with the top one.
And you just kind of know quite quickly on whether they're going to work out or not. And you just...
Yeah, you do the competency test, but it's more for the VAs, it's more data entry stuff that we don't really hire VAs anymore. We used to hire a lot of VAs for data entry. AI's kind of replaced a lot of that.
No,
The
we need
V-
to spend a bit
that's
of time talking about
That's
that.
not a headache for your fucking accountant to try and. I'm assuming they're all on payroll, but they're all in different countries with different taxes and.
No, you don't need to put them on payroll.
Nah, self-employed
Are they all
consultant
self-employed?
agreement.
Aye, they just
nice.
submit an invoice, right? Or
Right.
Aye. They should submit an invoice.
yeah.
But they just get paid.
Aye.
Uh-huh.
But it's more like finding the VAs is difficult, but it's keeping them engaged. Like we've got, I don't even like calling them VAs because the guys we hired originally as VAs, like they're now, they've been with us. We've not hired out the Philippines for a few years.
Right. So how have you done that? Is it just the way you treat them and like obviously keep them, making sure you're paying them well and
Pay
keep them
them
motivated?
like if you're hiring them in entry level for data entry, like fair enough. But over the years, we've just looked at it and we're like, fuck, that guy there, he's adding X amount of value. I can put him in front of a client and he's shit hot. He doesn't melt under pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
So
pay him,
you're
man.
now like that, I need to keep that guy.
I need to keep that guy. I wouldn't be able to replace him with someone over here, so I should be paying him
Decent.
decent. Aye.
It's interesting that you're saying that from a different point of view because I'm thinking about it from a property business and you're seeing the construction industry in Scotland and trades and everyone wanting fucking more money, lazy, still not turning up, want a fortune, job's not getting done, they've added no more value, and it's been frustrating more and more, but it's nice to hear that it's not just the fucking construction industry, it's actually the UK's mentality across the whole.
Be struggling to hire a good plumber though in online jobs, Philippines.
Aye, we're lucky where our business is all digital. Like we could be getting clients over in Australia like next week. It's
Yeah. So that's amazing how you've managed to scale that team as well. Using that method. Talk to us about, you touched on the AI, right?
Yeah.
We'll get on to property, by the way.
We're only 20 minutes in, it's all right.
Building your portfolio, but this is all like really relevant, interesting stuff
I fucking love it.
for people that are obviously building businesses. I'm 100% all in as well. I mean, it runs my life now, and I just feel like life is so much easier,
Yeah.
So how has that changed in terms of your business and stuff like that? Because now you're maybe like there's people online talking about you're no longer going to Google basically search for finding the teeth whitening or whatever like that. You're now going to ChatGPT or the other kind of AI systems and saying, right, find me the best one in the area or whatever. Like, is that still very early days?
Still very early days. What we are seeing there's a change happening in the SEO industry. What we are seeing is, see all the informational content, like, I don't know, how to lay floor tiles. That's all going to AI. Like, we've got AI overviews in Google. That's where people are losing traffic to. And it's all the sort of informational terms. But if you search in, like, go back to my office shoes, I don't know why, buy office shoes, it's still going to show you like an organic result.
Right.
I don't know how long that's going to be the case, but you're talking about ChatGPT's grown exponentially. Google is still growing faster than ChatGPT, which I think's kind of scary. I don't know, you're good at fact checking people, Nick.
I don't have my ChatGPT open here, but
If any listeners like bullshit test me on that,
Is
but
Google
I
not
read
brought
that
in their,
recently.
their AI?
Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini is a...
Yeah, they've brought in Gemini. I don't use it much. Like, I've heard Gemini.
because we've got we use
Aye.
Workplace for. I don't think it's as good as GPT.
I've heard they're better for different things, but I
things,
just like, I've got the Chat GPT, like the big expensive account, and I don't know, I'd imagine the expensive Chat GPT is better than
How's it changed your life and business and workflow and
massively. Like, I'm just a wee guy that likes fucking around and breaking things and seeing what works. So like, AI
On it
just
all the
gives
time.
me a toolbox to...
how's that affected your relationship at home? Because I feel like I speak to ChatGPT more than I do my wife now.
I kind of I use it just kind of for work mainly, but
Yeah, I don't use it for personal reasons. Do you know what I mean? For pleasure or anything like that. Just to be.
How did I engage my wife tonight? I heard you can book holidays with it now, though.
They've got the agent,
aye,
so it's not very good. I tried to book a pizza. I tried to order a pizza with it the other night, and it fucking took ages. So I was like, it's easier just to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
I use it to build a lot of scrapers. So for data collection, very relevant to property. We used it to build a scraper that scraped one of the like registry databases.
Like land registry, like property prices?
No, for who owns properties. Spit it into a Google sheet, and then so we did all this fancy work to actually scrape the database, but I couldn't figure out in Excel how to fucking
whittle it down.
So I manually then took this sheet of, I think we had 20,000 properties and who owned it, and just highlight duplicates, and we found everyone that owns 6 or more properties in East Kilbride, which has been my main area of buying properties. We then just sent them. I actually did it where I did all the comparable work first, which is a bit stupid. And then I sent them a letter basically saying, how you doing? We would buy your property for, we would buy these properties in your portfolio for, and it was just our comparable data minus 33%. And we sent like 20 letters. We've got one of them in negotiations just now. And I'm like...
You only sent 20 letters?
20 letters. I might have sent, don't quote me on that, it might have been like 22.
So you might potentially have a deal like
under
that?
30, yeah.
That's awesome. But you can do that at scale like all over the country?
Or you could run that on you'd have to break it down. If you hit that database too much, it throws you out. But you'd be able to use like virtual machines to hit every single postcode in Scotland and get every single property.
And like, could anyone do that, or is that just anyone spent a bit of time?
No, anyone could do it. Like, I just went into ChatGPT. I want to build a scraper that does this, and I don't know. I run a tech business, but so like I don't know how to code. Like, I'm a dummy. I've got.
This is scary, isn't it? Because you think about like even things like web developers and website. All that's going to be like wiped out effectively, no? Like,
it's made more efficient.
If you can write code now for websites without even...
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's like, what other jobs do you think potentially could get wiped out in the next couple of years?
Don't think anyone's safe at the moment. Like,
aye, I know. That's a scary thing, isn't it?
But...
letting agents?
No, I think anything where you...
service-based people.
Physically have to have a human there until they come out with robots that can... fix your boiler. Trades are safe, but any kind of service business.
Finding the deals though, that's interesting, because obviously if you want to scale a portfolio, you always talk about it. There's 2 main jobs in it: finding the deals, financing the deals, find the money. Can you use it to find money?
I could find a way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it to make money. Like,
no, that's so obviously your money's predominantly come from your business, right? To invest in property. So talk to us about that.
Yeah. What was the start? Because I know the start was that bit stickier. East Kilbride was the area you wanted to focus on, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I came into 2023. We'd grown the business. Everything was going fucking amazing, and I'd gone down the route like I bought a new car, fucking hated it, sent it back, big Range Rover. I just wasn't ready for that yet. Got a watch. And
why did you hate a Range Rover?
It kept breaking on me. Like the centre console kept shutting down. It was I don't know, they just like it was an SVR. It was quite a good motor, and I then went to them and I was like, oh, this is happening. I just didn't want anything to do with it, and I was like, you fuckers. And my business partner in one of my other businesses he was a sales manager for a car company a few years ago, and he was just like, send them this, send them this, send them this, and they took it back.
Was that a time as well? Remember the insurance costs for having a Range Rover? Yeah, well,
because it was actually the year before that. But I don't know. I just started making a wee bit of money, and I got I don't know, for maybe like 6 months, I got a wee bit excited and just started spending hundreds of money, and I was like, hang on a minute. You've got one business that's doing well just now. How are you going to actually turn this into some sort of legacy and something that's like, be clever with your money? You've had your wee 6 months of fun, get your head down. So that was me. I'll go into property and become a landlord.
How much did you know about property at this point?
Fuck all. Well, to be fair, my dad's a letting agent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Safeway Property Management.
All right.
Manages quite a lot in Shawlands and Cathcart.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything, but I had my dad there to kind of stop me from
But was he more like focused on property management, or does he have his own properties as well?
He's got a couple of properties in Govan Hill,
Right.
but he predominantly just manages properties for other people. But the problem was he just was like, that one's shite, that one's shite, that one's shite.
Was he quite negative?
Not net. I think he was just trying to look out for me, and
Risk.
kind of maybe a wee bit more critical on the individual deals. But I was like 6 months going out and viewing properties, and I just seen one. There was issues with it, and I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm just going to buy this. Bought it, refurbished it, and then at the end of everything, I'm like, I've spent 27 grand on this property. Here's my £300 a month net.
To do the refurb?
Aye.
Is that much you left in?
I left in 27 grand. I didn't refinance. It was like we bought it at this, and then there was refurb costs.
But knowing you went into it knowing nothing about property, but then you're doing like refurb and refinance and stuff like that. So how did you learn about that?
I went on Stephen's course.
Oh, there you go. I knew there was a reason you came here today.
It was after. It was after
Well,
I went 27 grand in properties.
I did 6 deals, and the average, I think the first one I might have left like 33 grand in, but I was running the numbers last night in case I was given like false information, because I've done that a couple of times, just spitting out numbers.
Shit, that was wrong.
But but on average, the first 6 properties we did, we left 27 grand in them.
Right.
In each one?
Each one.
I'd be wanting that course money back.
No, that's
Well, then I did.
Before the course.
I then bought the house we were living in and moved into the portfolio. Nice wee terrace house up in East Eaglesham. And then I bought one for John and Lewis at auction. And
Prime Property Auctions.
Prime Property Auctions. And
Please tell us that was a good one, because they sponsor the podcast.
oh yeah, it was a really good one. I think we bought it for 40 grand. We were going in to revalue it at 95. We had 15k of renovation costs.
Right.
But literally, I shit you not, the day before the valuation was that big storm. A big section of rough casting came away. And
Was that a storm back in January?
back in January, aye. And they downvalued it to 75 grand, but we are looking at just clearing that and using it as an unencumbered one to move in and out of deals. But it's like, it's downvalued, but I'm like, it's a solid asset. It's a 3-bedroom flat. All the comparables are sitting at like 95, 100. I'm like, we'll fight the council and we'll get the rough casting fixed over the next 2 years. But
and you know there's added value, I suppose, again on that property.
I think we've added the most amount of value we can apart from the rough casting. It's like so frustrating. You've done a cracking refurb and it's like something completely out of your control. But I think it's just the game you're playing.
Part and parcel, isn't it?
See, to give Stephen a bit of credit here as well. So, like, obviously, you did a few deals before going on this course. How much did that change your way of thinking after you did this?
So I kind of looked at the education and like, oh, they're talking about BRRR. That sounds like a fucking scam. People aren't getting away with that. Sorry. And then I'd done one that was like, it was a BRR through prime property,
renovate.
and I was like, hang on a fucking minute. I can't even mind the numbers off the top of my head. I was like, hang on a minute. 27 grand, 27 grand, 27 grand, 27 grand. All money out, plus a wee bit on top. Like, this is before the down value.
95,
So I'm like, maybe there's something in that. And then we had a portfolio that we had in legals. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. So I went on the course and like 97 quid. Like, I'm not sponsored by.
You didn't manage to get an upsell.
It was
did you not go on the more expensive one?
It was. We got a lot of value, and then I spoke to Sam afterwards.
And then that put you
off. No. I was basically like, look, I've got this deal, and Sam basically just didn't hold my hand through the whole process, but he was like, here's fucking what you need to do.
Yeah.
Done it. Got the deal over the line. Got it refinanced. I'm like, fuck me, I can't believe we pulled that off. Like, this
And what were you left in that? What did you have left in that deal?
I'll tell you exactly. I pulled the numbers because I knew I would get asked this. Where are we? Property podcast notes.
So I hope you gave half your £97 fee to Sam, by the way, because it sounds like he did more work than you.
Sam did the work to help Graham, man.
Do you know what I mean?
So we went into that and we were thinking the portfolio purchase, 6 houses, 6 flats.
So this is a portfolio on East Kilbride.
Portfolio of 6. It should have been all money out plus $2,500 back. Was going to cost us $63,000 to enter. That's what we thought going into it. Real numbers were $73,000 to enter.
That's for your, is that for your bridging deposit?
Bridging, deposit, legals, valuations, which are paying your valuations, the lender's valuations. There was a wee bit of retained interest. Don't ask me what that is because I won't be able to explain it.
That's fine.
You know that for this next one.
I couldn't explain it to you though. So.
And then...
You'll learn that in Stephen's course.
We ended up $45,000 left in after the refinance. So $7,500 per property.
Wow.
22 months to get all of our money out.
How much are you making a month out of that? Each
$2,000,
roughly?
$2,000 net.
That's good. You did a good Instagram video on that, like the realities of that. I can't remember the full details. You might be explaining it better than me, but
there's so many hidden costs.
The hidden costs you didn't expect from I'll get all money out to I'll get $40,000 out, which is still fucking.
What's your Instagram tag for anybody listening? Follow you?
Graham Grieve official.
Graham
Grieve was taken.
Do you have the blue tick?
I do, mate. I paid for it.
If people can go and look that reel up because it is. I love the content, like the open, honest, like raw content of just like here. Let me do a video. We get SEO branded fucking wall behind you, and it's good, Like really good at the market.
How did you come about that portfolio then?
So it was really interesting. We had a portfolio of 12 that we got to. We spoke to the sourcer. The numbers worked out. I got really excited, got the finance lined up, got my legals instructed. I was like, right, what's this dude's lawyer? And the guy was like, whoa, hang on a minute. So I think they had the early stages of a deal.
Right.
And it eventually just didn't materialise into anything.
So wait a minute, this one, 12 units?
This is a different one. We didn't buy that.
All right.
So I was raging and my solicitor phoned me and she was like, sorry, that one didn't go through. I've got a client that's selling, or someone's got a client that's selling 6. Do you want to buy them? And I looked at it. It's like, yeah, we'll do that. So solicitor sourced it. And that was
nice. So that was through the solicitor.
It's good.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And again, that's about building a relationship.
Yeah, and it's good for the solicitor because they're getting the legal fees on all the purchases, refinances.
And had you already put a few through that solicitor? Like
we'd put 8 through, so 7 by the less.
You were serious. They had confidence because that's a lot to do it as well, isn't it?
See if
you got a good track record because they can't be putting anybody forward because they need to know it's their reputation as well. You know what it's like when you go and refer somebody. Yeah, you want to make sure
they're legitimately able to pull it off rather than sort of be messed about. Yeah,
and that doesn't come straight away. This is what you need. We need to get message across to people as well.
But the thing is, you're doing your first portfolio, try to put it through, and it pulled out. So anybody in that position where your solicitor's putting the offer in for you, going through the legals, they pull out or it doesn't go ahead, they know you're legitimate, ready to go and do it anyway.
Aye.
Did you lose any money out of that 12-unit portfolio that fell through?
Nah, when I said we'd instructed our solicitor, it was like, I want you send this offer, but we never got the seller's solicitor.
How did that one come to you originally?
Just a sourcer.
Right.
Through a WhatsApp
group. Are you quite open to working with sourcers and you're happy to pay the fees and stuff like that? Or
I've got mixed. I'm at the stage with sourcing where I'm looking to, like what I'm doing, try to source portfolio. I'm just looking to source stuff myself. I kind of think you've got the AD, well, not on portfolios, but seeing a standard deal, you've got the ADS now. And that's kind of wrecking a lot of deals. If you had a sourcing fee on top of it, I'm like, for $3,000 a deal, I'll maybe try and
changed the way. Leaving $27,000 in a deal 2 or 3 years ago to
I know.
Fuck that. I'm not paying 8% ADS. I'm not paying a sourcer's fee even though I might get more.
So is that the only way you see forward now for you is to buying the portfolios? There's not that many about, is there?
I don't know. I think with anything there's
when you go looking, they're there.
And the I don't know, you send 20, call it 25 letters and you're getting one serious conversation. That's a good
return. If you I don't know if you build in 200-300 grand of equity into that that 25 letters is a good return on your investment. Good cash flow.
I mean, maybe you just got lucky with those 20 letters, but even so.
Even so, like...
You got them on the follow-up, the other 2019, 21 that was sent out, you got them on follow-ups to try and touch base with them and try and... Because, I mean, there could be another deal come from them as well.
There's... I will follow up with them, but there's... That was literally just me fucking about. Like, I'd never even asked anyone, how do you send a direct to vendor letter?
I knew when we did that thing on the workshop with the company house scraping, I knew you'd just get AI to just go and fucking figure it out, because I'm sitting there, I always have to do it manually and whittle all the fucking information. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is admin. I knew you would just go like, yeah, I'll get that. I'll do that.
So can you not do that with the landlord registration?
So that's what we did.
Aye. All right. Okay.
That's how we got, if you do that, you can just pull who owns what properties, and you've got a list, you've got a big database, filter it down.
The opportunity at the moment with AI is unbelievable, and I think people are slow in the uptake, but even in my own business, for me expanding a lettings business, it's something that I've not done yet, but the information's there, isn't it? You know, you can team up, you go and landlord registration. Obviously, sometimes you might get the letting agent's address and stuff like that. But usually if it's a company and they've got a portfolio, then you can team that up with the company's house, obviously.
Yeah.
And then get on the company's house, well, you might get unlucky and just get the accountant's address details. But if you do enough and you've built a system that scrapes, then hopefully you'll get enough that you can...
One thing I want to do is look at, can I scrape like insolvency stuff and pull that out and see if there's something to be done there, even just for like acquiring.
Are they public records insolvency stuff though?
You can find it through, there'll be a way to do it. There's a charge on Companies House that comes up, so it's how would you
then contact the banks? Or?
You would literally be looking at trying to scrape the entirety of Companies House.
Could you not go to the courts website? Because
is it on there?
Well, if a lender's, what you're talking about, like repossessions and stuff like that?
So repossessions or like insolvent businesses.
So I'm pretty sure that a lender, they need to put in a court hearing.
So you'd be able to find it there then.
So Scottish courts,
like
sometimes...
Companies House is all public data, and if anybody's got a property with charges on it, it's going to be online. The address that they've got the charge associated with as well.
I'm sure there's a like insolvency code like that's registered onto their account. There's a way to find it, but there's so much that you can do. Like one of the coolest thing I'm doing with AI at the moment. So we've got like AirCall, which is our telephone system. This is for the main business. We've got everything on Zoom with all the correct, this meeting's been recorded, etc. And like we've obviously got Gmail. I'm building just now a system that pulls all of the emails, it transcribes all of the Zoom calls and identifies who the buyer is, who's trying to buy the service. Does the same with AirCall, and it basically uses this script, analyzes the entirety of our CRM, and basically says, right, all of these deals over here, these closed. These 5 deals here share a similarity to these deals. Here's what you said here. Here's the objections that these other ones had and how these were handled.
That's cool.
So someone's on the phone, this is fucking getting populated here, and they're just like battering away the objections and like,
you know, again, we're just getting a sale over the line basically.
Like I reiterate this, and I'm not being humble, like I am not fucking technically smart or anything.
But you've got the ideas, you're creative.
Got the ideas, but it's like people say to me, I don't know how to use AI, and I'm like, go fucking ask AI how to use it.
That's like him saying to me earlier on, I don't know how to use this video camera.
Don't want to use the video camera. Somebody else's fucking job. But this excites me.
And it's like, that's literally, that'll probably be about 40 hours of work. And like, see off the back of that, I won't do it. I've had the grass is always greener. I won't go and start a business off the back of that. But if I was younger and I had this AI software, like I'd be packaging that up. And
there's literally like no excuse now, is there? Like there's no excuse for anything now. Like, you know, people that say I don't know how to do that, like I can't do that. That seems too difficult. You can fucking learn how to do it with ChatGPT.
I think we'll get to the stage where ChatGPT's spitting out videos and literally click this button, paste that in here, and Aye.
like wee tutorials. Like here,
So
this
back
is
to
how.
the portfolio
Sorry.
growth. Sorry, we're going to go. Every time I see we mention AI, your face just lights up. The 6 added to the portfolio, doubled the portfolio. Did that give you the light off then?
So
Let's go for portfolios. Like why waste on the single units? Pay the ADS. We're avoiding here. We're leaving.
yeah, so the deals doing portfolios are just that ADS selling, saving the discount that you're getting. They're all tenanted, which like I was really put off tenanted, but you're going in. I don't know, just like you've got a tenant in there. Like,
What if they don't pay the rent?
What if they don't pay their rent? And I was just like, you get the properties, you refurb them, then you rent them.
And then your control of who's renting them, you'll know if they're a decent tenant.
But we tenanted, you're like, most of the tenanted ones we've bought, we've became the new landlord, and there's a wee bit of a sort of shit test between you and the tenant.
Yeah.
They'll always come to you and say, the shower's broken, and we're just, boom, straight out there. We're a good landlord.
Yeah. Try and pass that test, get through it, get the relationship built quite quickly with them.
Yeah, but you don't have a big renovation cost. It's cash flowing from day one. Like, you're making money for day one. Keep that tenant there for 2 years. There's your renovation cost. You've not spent anything.
So see that 6 property portfolio. So you didn't have to do renovations on them then?
We did a renovation. One of them was vacant. That's where the retained interest came from. Okay. If anyone's
because they didn't pass the stress test.
Didn't pass the stress test.
Right.
And
I thought I just assumed they would be lower the market rent. Right.
So obviously you've not been going that long. How many units are you up to now? Like, how many buy-to-lets have you got?
Sitting at unlucky number 13. We've got 6 more in legals. That we've got the valuations and all that back. It's just getting pushed to a close now. And then we've got another 8 excuse me. Got another 8 at offer stage that I'm hoping will get into legals, but my big problem at the moment is I'm fucking skint because we are expanding. I was always get up to 20 properties, and then that's me and my wife. Like, our cash flow's covered for our lives. That's us. The 6 that we're buying just now was originally meant to be 7. We dropped one of them off for reasons I won't say in the podcast, but that's us kind of completed our original vision for the portfolio. Now, the downside of building the portfolio is that SEO business got a great team in place, great systems, but the growth budget of that business has been taken away from it for the last 18 months. So we are now putting all of that cash we've used to build our portfolio is going back into A1 SEO for the next wee while. We launched in the US, and I just want to crack that market open. Like, it's
So is it fair to say that maybe your attention came away from building the SEO business because 100%. You had so much property stuff going off, and now you're kind of like shifting back? I mean, this is the thing again. We talk about the trading business and the investment business. Obviously, you still see a lot. You've still got a lot to do in your trading business that you want to achieve.
But my trading business only needs me for about 10 hours a week.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Good systems. Good people.
So that's why you can put the time in
the
property.
Selling it?
No, we've tried to sell it in the past. It's bad environment for selling businesses.
Is it hard to sell? I mean, obviously there's good value, is there, in that? Because you've got retained clients that are recurring.
You'll get a 3x of your adjusted EBITDA or your adjusted profit.
How many clients have you got?
50 something.
50 businesses?
Aye.
Nice. So it's not a massive amount of clients to get a decent income from the business then.
No,
They're spending good.
It's a nice wee agile business. But in terms of selling it,
do you feel the stability of the property portfolios? What's businesses can kind of come and go? I'm assuming you don't know what way AI is going and how that's going to affect the SEO businesses. It's like the property is almost that.
That's your safety net.
Safety net, isn't it?
There's a lot of people in my industry that are worried at the moment. I'm just stop being shite bags. It's
worried about what? AI?
AI, but the mind, you got to understand the mindset of SEO. When that industry goes through a paradigm shift like every 3 months, and it's been like that for 20 years. Like, we always see the thing like SEO's dead, SEO's dying. It's like, it's been fucking dying for 20 years.
They say that about buy-to-let as well. Buy-to-let's dead.
You see, like, someone put a graph up on LinkedIn, and it was like just highlighting the stages where SEO apparently died, and it kind of drew another graph alongside the market cap of the SEO industry, and it's just like boom, 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 boom.
It didn't go anywhere.
And I can't see buy-to-let ever being dead, because everybody needs a home to live in, and it's a roof over their heads. So, and there's always a shortage of housing, which is not going to be solved anytime
safe businesses there, mate.
In our life. So I think it's good to hear that, you know, you really believe in the whole buy-to-let.
Oh, I love it.
Property, you know, because too many people again why was it? Is a good question, because like a lot of people come into property not knowing anything, and they're straight away they want to do the essay or they want to do the next kind of sexy strategy. Do you know what I mean? What was it about? Like, you haven't gone down that route. Like, you don't do like service departments or Airbnb or anything like that, do you?
I'm a lazy bastard. I just want like, right, you own the asset, you're paying the debt down.
Just keep it simple.
You're getting the cash flow coming in. Like, you could
Focus on your business.
You could do essay, and I mean, I don't know a lot about SEO essay, but I nearly said I don't know a lot about SEO there.
Here's your 50 clients just dropped off.
Boom, gone. I don't know a lot about SA, but like getting a license and
it's got harder, definitely.
The management fees I think would be higher.
18%.
And like buy-to-let, it's stable, and it's a time-tested model. You're not going to get like licenses pulled, or
it's very easy to park it and forget about it as well, or just maintain it through the systems of the business. Whereas, you know, like SA is going to be up and down.
Yeah, I'd like to do an essay. I'd like to do, but I don't know. See the risk of like not getting a license.
What about flips?
Flips.
Because obviously you would have learnt that, because you do a bit in everything, don't you? In yours, so you would have seen Stephen probably give you examples of how he's made on flips and all that.
I do.
For me, it's creating a job for yourself.
Well, that's what I was going to say. See if I was like, I don't know, unemployed, or I didn't have that main business, and I had a lot of time.
Generate the cash from the flips.
I'd maybe go into flips, but see if you get into like BRRs and you're pulling a good chunk of your cash down, and then you're owning the asset at the end of the day. Yeah. Like, to me, that's just much more appealing.
I think I've become too lazy for flips. Almost like I'm just like, you know,
it's a lot of work for a.
I did about 5 or 6 in a row back when I had like more energy. I think from 2015 or something like that. And I was, honestly, it sucks it because I'm hands on. So I was down there managing the trades, picking up materials, all the rest of it. But fucking hard work, man. See,
I'm the type of guy, like, I can't change a fucking light bulb. Like, I'm just not hands-on. I can't fix anything. So I'd then have to get trades in to do an entire flip, and then your costs are going. I remember you talking about the one with like the steel beam. You just decided to do it yourself, and that's where you made a good chunk of cash out of that. Make it, and I don't know. I'd do a flip if I had a lot of time. What I'd like to do is like buy a house that I was living in and then sort of renovate it. I think that would be quite an interesting project.
See, it'd be quite interesting, right? Like, I know you've been doing the life of stuff and documenting your journey in those 3 that you're currently just about to sell. See if you added up like all your hours. I mean, I don't know how involved you've been, but it'd be interesting to get a breakdown of time that you've actually put in when you get your profit, to see what you're kind of, you know, if you factor into your time and how much you value your time and take that off the top line profit as well.
Well, I did. That was why I went and done the Instagram reels, because I paid my brother to project manage the whole 6 months refurb.
Are you going to share the numbers at the end?
Aye.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really good.
Yeah, aye. So I think that gave me the opportunity to say, well, okay, if I'm not doing the day-to-day, pick up the materials, organise the trades and managing that stuff, I can actually maybe try and do some social media stuff, which I'm pretty good at that for a few months, and I'm like, this is fucking tedious and boring. And probably the team decided to get a bit bored with it, but I jumped on Graham's one there. Graham did one, was a day in the life. I was like, do you know, that's quite cool, mate. I'll maybe do that. And then I go, you should. So I've done some of that. It's going to come up.
You talk yourself down, man. This is Scottish mentality that you talk about.
Yeah.
You're good at it. You keep saying, nobody's going to watch that shite and all the rest of it. It's fucking good content.
Do you know what? It's funny. See, when you put something like that, like, I just think that's fucking boring because you do it day in,
No,
day out.
man.
You're like, this shit's boring. Why would somebody want to watch that? But people do spend 9 or 10 hours a day on TikTok or on Instagram just looking at shit. So I'm sure
it's the same with that reality refurb thing that I've been doing. Like half an hour video, you think, who's gonna watch this? And people are posting it up and watching it in their living rooms on the big screen telly and all that.
There's no point watching Coronation Street.
Cammy was watching it the other night. He put a thing up and shared it on the story. He's probably just put it on for 2 minutes now. This is a shite. I've just put a story up and then no, mate, that's good. So you're quite into you've been doing the videos as well. What's the kind of driver behind that then? Just for your own personal brands?
Yeah, just to get my face out there a wee bit more. I used to have quite a big following on LinkedIn, or like relatively big, and we got business off the back of it, and then we turned our Facebook ads on, and it's like, fuck, we're getting 100 leads a month. Why am I jumping about on LinkedIn? But
you do get lazy when you start doing paid ads on social media as well. Like you think, fuck, I don't need to put the effort into the organic content really.
But doing the content on Instagram, like we landed like a just over 10 grand a month SEO deal off the back of that. Bro. And it's like a big corporate company, and I'm jumping about on Instagram like swearing and just being a wee fanny. And
that's what we
someone's
do in the
like,
podcast.
I want like someone at a big company's like, I want to work with this guy.
That's good.
That's good.
It shows you that people
enough.
are buying from people still as well.
Works.
And even from someone in a corporate environment still looking at you personally. They're not looking at your business page and your business.
But he's quite a down to earth guy in corporate, which I think they don't want. Like, see the corporate side of SEO. It's like, here's fucking Tim, the MBA. He's going to sit and talk at you for 4 hours, whereas we're like, look, you need this, this, and this. We'll fucking do it for you. And I think people are drawn to that.
No, that's good, mate. And what's the plans for the property portfolio going forward? Are you looking at pausing it a little bit still, or has it become addictive that you're like,
I've came to terms with the fact that I'll attract deals and I'll buy the right ones. I'll say this in the podcast today, and I know in like 12 months I'll have grown it. But I need to kind of go back and think, right, what do I want that portfolio to look like? Do I now want it to go up to 50, 100? Which I do.
Were you surprised how easy the 20 came to you? Or
they were hard going through it, but easy in hindsight.
Easy now that the income's just coming in and you worked once for it.
It's mad. You get the first one and you just got this mountain ahead of you, but then like 2 years or 18 months, like, it just fucking flies by. And you're like, wow, we've actually got something that's like business can go up or down, and you can take time. That will always be there.
See, as a relatively newcomer to property in the property industry and growing your portfolio, is there anything in this industry that's really annoyed you? You're like, why did they do it like that? Or
fucking letting agents.
That's letting agent fees. Property course gurus. Nah, you went in it, so you obviously thought it was all right.
I then went in the big one after. But it's a brilliant industry. Now the SEO industry is a bit fucking toxic. Like you've got loads of wee guys that are becoming like multi-millionaires overnight, and and
is it quite kind of like
very ego driven?
Oh, is it?
100%.
I feel like the property, well, certainly our community, everybody really wants to help each other and share. Because you've come on here today, obviously you've given a lot of value because you shared about the systems and AI and all that, how you're using it to scrape and all that. Like most people in most other industries would be like, I just keep that myself, no sharing it, you know?
Yeah.
I always think like the good stuff that you talk about, like it's not hard. It's like, see if anyone wants to go through the fucking 40 hours to build like a sales analyst AI, like
you can do it.
Go and fucking do it. If you put 40, like the fact that the barrier to go and do that is putting 40 hours into it, like most people are lazy. Who's going to actually go in and try and steal your shit?
That's a good point.
Like I wouldn't share like deals and stuff like that because
Would there be anything that you could share? Well, again, you're a few years into it now, but looking back for the ones that are just starting out, where you were a few years back, things that potential pitfalls, things they could avoid. When you're getting these sourcers send you deals and stuff like that, is there anything to kind of watch out for? Or any like things along the way where you've maybe tripped a wee bit, mistakes made?
Any mistake in property, like you own the fucking asset, so it's like fine, just wait a couple of years, you offset it. The biggest mistake I made, and this is me personally, this might be terrible advice, but I took like 6 months like fucking about and looking on Rightmove before I bought a property, and it wasn't perfect, and I probably viewed better ones, and it's like I was going round and be like, oh, it's a bit of mould up there, no buying that one, or like no, the kitchen's a bit dated, I don't fancy that. It's like just fucking buy something, and as soon as you buy that first property, for me anyway, everything just sort of started snowballing.
So almost like the inaction, lack of action, and like looking for those perfect deals.
They don't exist. Well, they might exist, but they don't ever come to me.
Yeah, they do. But aye. I think that's a good point actually about buying it. Is like all the processes you're unsure of. The minute you do it once, you're almost familiar with the conveyancing process, going through a bridge and the exit finance, the tenant compliance, everything you've done at once. It's like, oh, is that okay? Easy. I can.
And even leaving all the cash in the first few deals, like I might have left 27 grand in each of those 6 properties, which is a lot of cash. Yeah. But I learned
you're going to fucking blow the money anyway.
I learned like in those first 6 properties, that's when I learned the knowledge that's going to let me build the bigger portfolio. So now only kind of, I'm sure there will be like some micro mistakes here and there, but the big one was just kicking the can down the road. And
well, it all starts with getting the good education. Obviously, if you get the right education.
We wouldn't have 27 grand in every deal, eh? We've got that out of them.
So thanks for coming on today.
Cheers, guys.
It's been brilliant. Thank you.
And where can people reach out to you if they want to follow your journey? Because I don't think you're going to slow down. I think you're going to stop at. You're going to keep going to 50 or 100.
Aye. LinkedIn, Graham Grieve, official.
And Instagram the same.
Yeah.
Bro, mate, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Graham.